Doris, I'm here to updating you about market updates today. Today, my stock account has changed its net asset to 69,461.19. Today, United Natural Gas made a gain of 0.43%, rising to $6.97. SQQ made a loss of 4.84% to 19.87. Today, the market generally closed higher as a rebound from Friday. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 0.11%, Nasdaq Composite closed at 1.56%, and S&P 500 closed up 0.69%. Today, the semiconductors and auto manufacturers both showed up with a gain of more than 4% as a rebound of its loss recently, and also the turning point in earnings reports. Nvidia is expected to post its earnings report close this week, and its importance is that it's likely to trigger a fully rebound in the technology stocks. It said in a television interview on Monday that Nvidia's strong earnings could push tech stocks higher for the rest of the year. I think it's really about the demand, which is soaring right now, and if you look at the technology industry in its entirety, there will be a good herd around the world because it's a godfather of AI, and it's the best barometer in terms of what we see. Ip said he believes Nvidia's earnings report will help trigger a tech bull market that has already begun. The Wedbush analyst will be watching Nvidia's earnings guidance closely. He believes the company has the potential to double revenue in the next 2 years. Nvidia's revenue in the first quarter of this year was $7.19 billion, and it expects the second quarter revenue of $11 billion, up or down 2%. It said Nvidia's second quarter earnings are far more than just about the chip demand, which also reveals a lot about other AI leaders such as Microsoft and Alphabet, as well as some peer players such as Salesforce and Palantir. In my opinion, this may just be the beginning of the biggest technological change theme in 30 years, he said. If noted that given market demand and the company's positioning in the market, it would be shocked if Nvidia's performance experienced an unexpected decline. If expects that after the earnings report, Nvidia's bears will return to hibernation mode. He said the recent pullback in tech stocks ahead of Nvidia's results on Wednesday was a gold buying opportunity, adding that it'll be the biggest week for the tech stocks in the last 5 or 6 years. Peter Schiff, a well-known American economist and a veteran investor, warned stock market investors on Monday to remain indifferent to the rising stock yield. Schiff expresses his concern that the stock market investors were apparently ignoring the soaring bond yield. He said that stock market investors still don't care about rising yields, and this will only ensure that yields continue to rise until they do. There's no way to know how high the yields will rise, and it is not the interest rate itself that's important, but no matter how high it'll eventually be reached. On Monday, the yield on the 10-year Treasury note reached 4.35%, the highest since October 2007. Schiff also warned that in July, when the stock market, particularly the Dow Jones Industrial Average, experienced a long period of rally, reminiscent of the 13-day winning streak in January 1987. At the time, investors ignoring rising interest rates, depreciating dollars, and rising budget and trade deficits until they suddenly became important. This was followed by October 19, 1987, market crash, often referred as Black Monday, which the Dow Jones plunged about 22.6%. Mainstream market conditions in July mirrored the excesses that led to the 1987 market crash, with interest rates at 22-year peak and the U.S. battling huge debt. The recent sell-off in the U.S. Treasuries, driven by the Fed tightening and economic resilience, is also surprising and offers potentially profitable buying opportunities for bond investors. However, the general sentiment is that the U.S. economy has so far weathered the brunt of the Fed's interest rate hikes, contrary to recession expectations. It is noteworthy that Peter Schiff has been outspoken about economic trends and their impacts. In the recent interaction, he supported Elon Musk's analogy about value of money, emphasizing that while government can print money, they cannot produce resources. That's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next episode.